There are two things in life that I will consistently lose track of. The first one is my car keys whenever I am late to my plans, and the other one is how many new boba shops there are around me that have opened up.
That is real.
I'm not even being benefited
That's
from
so
this, by
real,
the way,
bro.
because I feel like they all kind of taste the same.
It's everywhere.
I know, bro, you gotta try the new Gotcha Fresh Tea that just opened up.
I've never even heard of that.
How about Gotcha blood sugar levels rising a bit too high because the pancreas is struggling to keep up, and it's become a pretty serious health problem, actually. So
wait, is boba really bad for you?
MollyTea. Now, if you're not too familiar with MollyTea, they are a premium jasmine tea brand from China that has recently taken the boba market by storm. And I think a huge part of their success is that they've done a really good job in capturing this clean, artsy boutique vibe really well. If you walk into a boba shop and you can't tell whether they're supposed to be selling milk or designer perfume, then that means you've walked right into where they want you to be. Evidently, it is working.
That's pretty cool.
So two major events have happened quite recently with MollyTea, which both news made me do a double take. Let's go over them one by one. Firstly, there's this game called Deep Space, a dating simulator. I guess from the picture we can see on screen, I don't really need to explain the demographic they're trying to capture. Point is, MollyTea recently did a massively successful promotion campaign with Love and Deep Space from June 8th.
Oh my god. That's so crazy, dude. Every girl be taking you here now.
That's where they started it, offering a variation of collaboration products.
I didn't even hear about
virtual boyfriend merchandise.
Ooh,
Look
that
at that.
looks good though.
We've got custom bags, idol keychains, keychain cards. I think that's a magazine over here, and of course also the printed artwork on the cup itself. And to say they knew what they were doing with this is quite the understatement. Netizens, for example, were losing their marbles over the fact that if the cup is wet...
Dude, no, I'm not a cheater, bro. This guy is Silas. Silas is the best. And then Raphael, I'm telling you.
Then it kind of looks like the male character is sweating a little bit. Bro, why are the nips so detailed?
Yo, wow!
Anyways, I think you get my point. But another major selling point, that's right, there's more where that came from, is they also introduced this water-sensitive card merchandise so that when the cards get wet, the shirt on the male characters will automatically fall off, revealing his upper body. Oh, that's great, Jeff. Now I'm uncomfortable. Well, so are the workers. Because as it turns out, this marketing campaign was so widely successful, accompanied by the fact that MollyTea did not have the logistics to support the stampede of, I guess, thirsty customers, huh? So many MollyTea sub-branches or franchisees ended up getting swarmed, resulting in a situation where delivery drivers cannot even physically track the orders that are coming through. And that's just from one delivery driver, let alone the store, right? People are just grabbing random ones and hoping for the best. Okay, for example, in this conversation posted on RedNote, this delivery driver, as we can see, is conversing with his customer after he successfully made it out of the battlefield. And he was saying how the bags have been torn to shreds in the course of the stampede, but then he did manage to grab this packaging bag, asking the customer if she was, or he, no discrimination, and anyways, asking if they were okay with that. And obviously, bro understood the assignment because that is the most valuable thing in the package. You gotta protect these men. Here, actually, I found a recap of the situation by this Instagram user.
So the official Gooner game of Chinese women just did a collab with MollyTea. It caused a huge controversy with Chinese netizens, and people are pissed at MollyTea.
I got it. Collab went live yesterday at 10 a.m. and within 5 minutes, the complete merch set sold out. And within 30 minutes, stores had to close because there was too many orders. And basically what happened was that some stores had literally 2,000 to 3,000 orders at once. And so then, because of the chaos, a few things ended up happening. Well, one, the MollyTea app crashed before the launch even happened.
Oh, yeah. I like how the first search you see when you type in MollyTea on Tom is just, I can't access the milk tea app. Yeah, okay, the situation does look pretty legit. If you can't buy milk tea, check out the Jasmine Milk Tea's open kitchen. Look at that flustered stuff. Yeah, that is insane. Look at these receipts.
Oh no.
I bet they regret clocking in.
And then two, some stores prioritize certain delivery app orders over others. And also, delivery drivers had so many orders, they started mixing up the orders, or they literally just grabbed any order they could from the stores. And some stores were sending out orders without drinks in them, even though people paid for the drinks. So Chinese netizens are basically saying, how is this any better than paying the scalpers? Because I'm not even getting my milk tea. I think what this says about society is that I am no better than a...
I don't know if you guys remember, there was this great delivery war situation back in 2025 where all the tech giants were releasing discounts upon discount to kind of try outbid each other in a price war. It was even worse in this situation actually because it was every single store under their contract that was getting swarmed by the absolute people coming in just going for the discounts that was released to people. Of course, that was caused because at one point they were even releasing stuff for free. So this feels like a slightly tamer version of that situation. But then again, right, I feel like the fact that it's happening because of one collaboration just tells you how much demand is behind this brand. Oh yeah, actually we also get a live demonstration of the see-through shirt.
Everyone should just collab with them.
This is the big ticket item. A water activated card. See-through! Yeah, that's good. Since I have a bunch of extras, if you're a Love and Deep Space fan, I'll just send it to you for free.
Whoa, wait, for me, for free?
I'm gonna be honest for a second. I really think this is well done from the game developers because, I mean, to be able to cultivate such a fan base and effectively capitalize on it to this scale is just quite impressive, honestly. But as I was saying, right, the collaboration ended June 22nd. It went from 18th to June 22nd, and on the June 23rd.
Would you rather work at one of these shops for an hour that day or a week at your wage KG? Bro, I could probably make like 2 drinks like in an hour. I think I'm cooked. Ain't no way. You know, I'd rather work for a week. Like, are we kidding me? Am I getting paid extra? You gotta be paid extra for working like during this time. Like, no, that's so bad. I would be terrified. I would never want to clock in again. They got farmed.
That's when Love and Deep Space cult-like following backfired on them like a lit match in a gas station. Because let me just give you a bit of context on the actual game. As we all know, the selling point of Love Deep Space is the incredibly detailed 3D modeling of the male leads. And of course, in the actual game, you get romance interaction, multiple companion choices, events, rewards. You get essentially everything you need to ensure the parasocial relationship stays an immersive experience. Some would even say they are exactly where they need to be.
He's literally the best.
So really, no judgment as long as you're happy. And I think that's the main thing. But recently, the fans have been quite disappointed with the development.
Isn't one of the guys your brother? No, he's your childhood friend, man.
Lead, which is the 6th member in the roster named Aoyin, have seemed to miss the mark, unfortunately, with the fans. In fact, let me show you his design if you are curious. I know you are not curious, but I had to put this shit together.
I'm curious.
So, you're coming along. So with Aoyin, or his English name, Valko's
yeah, I don't really like him, though.
He is a werewolf with a fairly rugged Western art style. But here's the thing, right? Users widely believed that this design had a vast gap from the original 5 male leads that was in the game, which brings on the question, what exactly is different between these characters? You may ask. Well, apparently, it's because he looks too gay.
Oh, whoa,
yeah.
What?
Wolf packs are the masters of the wilderness, and their eyes will forever remember the ritual. I thought people liked werewolves. You know, it
I thought they liked werewolves.
A massive amount of attention, but unfortunately, it is not positive. So the situation then escalated, leading to acts of vandalism on the company property as employees were sent insults on a flag. You know what? The creativity of some of these fans is almost impressive.
Jacob,
so this flag reads, the new male lead is a wild pig, which is a jab to the character introductions that we read earlier and his background. And then as we can see in some of these pictures on the bottom, there also seems to be a middle finger hate campaign that is run towards the head office and random merch stores.
Dude.
Of course, the situation then went on to escalate further as developers even received death threats over the design.
Women are
prompting
scary.
them to feel the need to actually release a statement officially just hours after the release, clarifying that all of the game's love interests are strictly heterosexual. But ultimately, the severe backlash only ended when it led to the character's cancellation. But then in doing so, they've also inadvertently pissed off the fans that were originally in support of them. So the development team is caught in a sticky situation. But on top of all that, if you think the development team is not already in a predicament, state media has also came out to absolutely demolish the brand even further. As for example, China's Women's News denounced the game for the inappropriate backstory given to Aoyin. But the reason why MollyTea is being praised is because the event was pulled just one day before all that happened, resulting in the cash out of the century, as some people say, because they were almost caught in that storm. The MollyTea team was probably sweating, if I'm being honest. And although MollyTea was also under a little bit of scrutiny for its app not working, right, because the fans couldn't get their merchandise for a little bit, but judging from how the fan base was reacting to literally their own game, I think MollyTea really made it out in one piece with the good end of the deal. Took the fans' money, got out, well deserved. Wait, actually, I am kind of curious now. How much is it if I want one of these packages? $20. Oh wait, that's R&B. Okay, wait, that's actually pretty cheap.
Wait,
no, that's
only
$2 in a single set.
Oh, $2
for 2 cup sets. But the scalpers are freaking flipping it fivefold, just adding absolute zero value to the economy. Okay, now I have an actual question. Do scalpers have like a hierarchy on the type of stuff they be scalping?
Oh my god.
Like, if I was a scalper,
they scalp everything.
I'm not gonna lie, nobody's finding out. Yo, what'd you do today? Well, I waited outside a street in the central business district because I'm unemployed. And then I got these cups and these magazines. Oh, that's cool. Yo, no, check this out. If I water this a little bit...
yo.
No, you don't get it, bro. This is a side hustle. You feel me? Nah, get this shit away from me. Bro, come on, don't make this weird. But unfortunately, what MollyTea did not see coming was a lawsuit from Louis Vuitton. Yeah, I know.
What?
Last time I saw something remotely related to LV on the news was that Blackpink Lisa had a thing going on with Bernard Arnault's son, I think, Frederick Arnault, and people cooked him for that. Ooh. Like, they were like, this boy don't even know how to handle all that. So I remember that situation. And then there was also this whole succession drama that the company had, where shareholders were getting nervous because Bernard Arnault, the CEO, was getting quite old. And they were just like, bro, where is the succession plan? Because there is a lingering question that once he steps down, the multi-billion-dollar luxury empire is going to be up for grabs. Like, that is a thing that's going to happen. But then Arnault has shown no signs of wanting to retire. In fact, he even extended his own age limit to stay CEO to 85 years old. I get the idea that he could believe that he should hold on to that position as long as possible so all hell doesn't break loose. But I feel like if anything, that is a tiring life because he is now 77. And who wants to be running a billion-dollar company at that age? Recently, they've decided to sue MollyTea over a major trademark case because MollyTea has a floral logo design that closely resembles LV's iconic monogram flower. And the result was an overwhelming victory in favor of LV because, well, let's take a closer look. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but I also don't know much about copyright laws, but I feel like it's enough for them to make a case. Okay, I feel like this one is a little bit more obvious.
Oh.
No, we're cool.
Yeah.
The good thing about getting in early, right? You get the best shapes. Like Google, for example. I mean,
they could have, you know what? They could have like tilted the image a little, like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they should have tilted this and then like had like a more lines or something. Cause I mean from this it kind of does look the same. Like.
Nah, we're cooked. The good thing about getting in early, right? You get the best shapes. Like Google, for example, I mean, it is literally a G. So as a result, MollyTea was ordered to pay roughly 10.3 million RMB, which is roughly 1.5 million US dollars in trademark infringement fees. So then this case was officially finalized by Suzhou People's Court in early July as the court ruled in Louis Vuitton's favor. And apart from the fine, MollyTea was also then forced to issue an apology statement on their social media accounts. But then again, this is only the first incident that's finalized, as MollyTea has said they would appeal to the court ruling, so then many members of the public are now speculating that the argument MollyTea is going to be coming in with is that MollyTea's use of the 4-petal flower motif can actually be traced back to traditional Chinese patterns. But either way, it looks like MollyTea has resorted to a temporary logo rebrand. Just fingers crossed Van Cleef didn't trademark their bracelet, or else it's going to be round 3.
Dude, that's ugly. Who made that? Like, are you?
Anyways, that's the milk tea situation. Stay hydrated, stay cool. I'll see you guys next time.
Bro, okay, that's so... oops. No, I meant to... Oh, no! I was gonna say, like, bro, how are you doing that? Like you just have to make a simple logo. Just like, come on, man. No way you just copy someone. Look at this. Like, are we serious? How hard is it? Come on, man. Just, it's not even like colored. It's just like black. So like, bro, come on. They are so lazy.